All right, game 3 of dM-fire versus CuteSmall. So far, dM-fire up 2-0 in this series, so doing very, very well for themselves. Over here in the left-hand side of the map, in our 9 o'clock position, it is going to be our white player, XenOsky. And down here in the 6 o'clock position, it's going to be our yellow player, AnyOne. So here's our dM-fire team up here on the top side of the map. In the orange, it's going to be Daaki, who unfortunately lost that last one, but we'll see if he can pull it back in this game. That's going to be him over there in the 3 o'clock position. And up here in the 12 o'clock position, our Terran player in the teal is going to be CS Salv for CuteSmall. So CuteSmall up in the top and right position, dM-fire down in the bottom and left positions. Right away, these overlords are going to be scouting each other out, so very good information coming out from both of those players. They're going to know exactly where their opponents are. To some degree, because all these expansions move in a counterclockwise position, you will see a slight advantage for Team dM-fire, and that's just because they can start pushing into their opponents' bases. But at the same time, we do have Zerg pressure on Zerg pressure, so there's a very realistic possibility of pressure going both ways. It is going to be that 9 overpool coming out from daaki a little bit late, but that is a much safer build. Meanwhile, his opponent's going to be going for a 9 pool speed, so much more aggressive player coming out from AnyOne over here on dM-fire. We have a small wall off with a gateway coming down from XenOsky. He's going to be going for a bit of a standard Protoss play. This wall is good, but it's backwards, unfortunately. Usually you want the supply depot on top and the barracks down below. Either way, he's going to have to pull an SCV to deal with this probe. Probes are just absolutely annoying. It's difficult to really deal with them. And now we have the gas coming down for CuteSmall's daaki. So he actually comes out a little bit better on this trade, but his team is going to have a lot less pressure in the early game. Already lots of lings being made for AnyOne. He's going to start pressuring on very, very early. This is a very crisp build coming out from his opponent. Someone who's played many games of BGH, I'm quite sure. So actually, we're going to be going up to 3 barracks for a Terran player. This is a heavy commitment to bio early on, but considering how aggressive 2v2s can be, I definitely see a good reason for that. This one zealot's going to come out across the map. A zealot can't actually fit through here, I don't believe. So I think this is still a full wall for him. But if you want a ling tight wall off, you really have to put the barracks on the bottom and the supply depot on top. A couple more barracks coming down right now. Usually in this position, you want to make a bunker over here just to be safe. In this position, he won't actually have it. He's going to have to be really careful. Meanwhile, AnyOne's going to be starting to threaten the natural base over here, but daaki's quite ready for it. He's got that sunken colony in the main, so he's going to be in a fine position. Is the zealot going to be able to get in? Doesn't look like it's going to be pushed back for now. More and more lings just flooding in for AnyOne. He's just going to get a small contain on this while taking his own expansion. I really like this play. This is beautiful work from him. Meanwhile, we're going to be having the second gateway come out, and this looks like it's going to be a 2-gate Dragoon play. Maybe even a 3-gate coming out from XenOsky. A couple Marines are out now. They're going to start pushing this zealot away. Not a lot of that zealot can actually do against that many Marines, so it's not going to have a very good time at this particular moment. Lots of lings still, though, for AnyOne. He's got tons and tons of ability to just put pressure out of the map. And right now, unfortunately, daaki's just stuck in his base. Usually you go for this aggressive ling build if you want to get map control, but in this case not. But here comes the big engagement. The arc is much better for AnyOne, so he gets the better trade out of that. And daaki's just going to have to be sitting back and getting tons more lings coming out. But AnyOne is not letting up the pressure. He's just continuing to make lings while getting this second expansion up. And this may have been a huge mistake for Salv. He's pushing out across the map with just pure Marines, getting the full surround with these lings. This is absolutely beautiful for AnyOne right now. He's going to be able to kill off this entire force, and that is some real hurt for Team CuteSmall, who just loses a large force on the map. It is very erroneous to push out on the map like that without any medics. You just can't beat that many lings early on. But luckily this does open up his ally daaki to start moving out on the map and start putting out the pressure with those lings. Not really a lot that he can be doing right now, though. He's got information on his opponent. he knows he can't really quite break that quite yet. So he's just going to be controlling the center of the map and catching a few of these Dragoons out of position. That's pretty nice for him. It looks like he may be a little bit in danger of overcommitting there, but this is actually a big attack coming out from Team CuteSmall. They're going to be trying to get in here, but I'm not sure there's enough lings to actually push hold for these Marines. I was wrong. Looks like the Marines are going to start getting on top of these Dragoons, and this has been a pretty well executed pressure so far from Team CuteSmall. Did Team dM-fire actually overcommit to economy right now? So far, the micro has been really good on these Dragoons. They're going to be continuing to kite back these Marines and do some real damage. Is it going to be enough, though? Where are the reinforcements for CuteSmall? Are they going to be able to get in here? One of those Overlords going down for AnyOne. That's going to be a big deal. He may be supply blocked at this point. He's quite low on supply overall, and this is looking a little bit dangerous for him right now. Luckily, he does manage to survive and get that sunken colony down, and with more Dragoons out on the way, up to 5 Dragoons, this is going to be held. This is pretty safe right now. Where's the Academy? Finally, do have the Academy and STEM on the way. Units really don't get beefy until they get that +1 and STEM, so for right now, it looks like Salv is just going to be retreating for right now, building up a little bit more, but we have to look at the economy. The economy is definitely potentially in favor of AnyOne. As long as he can start adding drones to this natural expansion, he'll be in good shape. But pressure out here on the map with these Dragoons, and again, this might have been a bit of a mistake. He's out here by himself, but so far, wow, beautiful micro coming out from XenOsky. He's going to be able to push back his opponent right now, and this is a really nice play coming out from our Protoss player. Meanwhile, expansion going down for daaki. He's going to be getting up to 3 hatcheries right now, so he's in a fantastic spot to just start putting tons and tons of pressure out on the map with all that larva advantage that he has. Looks like the Dragoons are going to start coming in here and start picking off units. Oh no, the Overlord goes down. You really want to get that on the high ground. In any case, looks like Salv is going to be coming over here to help his ally, but he needs to be careful moving out across the map. If he remembers what happened to him last time, it was not pretty. Luckily, he does have a couple of fire bats and medics in here this time around, so he'll be in better shape. Small counterattack coming in here for daaki. Going to be able to kill off 1, maybe 2 Dragoons. So far, this has been pretty good pressure, and this has given them the center map control with just a few of these lings running by. So this is beautiful, and even killing off a couple of these probes as well, stopping the mining for his opponent. And this is a very aggressive push, but his opponent ran everything over here, and there's nothing to actually screen for all of this bio. This might be a little bit of a danger, but the fire bats go down, and now the lings go in. They're going to be able to get on top of all these units, and all of them dead. This is a lot of medics as well. These medics are going to go down for free, and just a bit of miscommunication between our Terran and Zerg player on Team CuteSmall. Instead, it looks like it's going to be the counterattack for daaki. He's just going to go straight into his Zerg opponent's base, see if he can get some damage done, but with 2 of these seconds here, that's going to be enough to start pushing this back. Beautiful stuff coming out. Are these things going to be able to start pushing out on the middle of the map? There is an Overlord, but it just got sniped. This DT is going to be able to start picking off lings left and right. Is it going to be enough, though? It looks like it is. These lings push back for now, and this has been a very tense game. But with the DTs out on the map right now, it's going to be much more difficult to get center map control for Team CuteSmall. We finally have a comsat station coming out for our Terran player, but without any real mobile detection, it's going to be a while before they can move out of their base. And now starting to push into this natural. Luckily, the spore colony is down on time, so there is some detection over here in the natural. daaki really needs to go ahead and get up to that lair so he can start getting his Overlord speed and start moving in. This might have been an overcommitment from XenOsky. So far, the micro has been really good. A bit of a mistake to not get that full surround on those units and prevent them from getting out. These Dragoons might actually be able to completely win the game, and here come the Mutalisks. Mutalisks are going to be absolutely devastating. There's no anti-air here at all except for this one spore, and this is really rough considering the map control that has been put out by our dM-fire team. But this is a pretty big bioforce. They're going to be coming out across the map. They're going to be able to clean this up, but the natural for daaki is going to be going down. A little bit painful to see. Meanwhile, behind this, we've also seen a focus on economy from AnyOne, so he's going to be getting up that natural expansion, getting it saturated, and starting to move into heavy mutilating production. But it's going to be a little bit difficult for him to spend all that money at this particular moment in time. More and more lings just flooding out from daaki. It looks like they may try to go for an attack together this time. Much better coordination. They have all the units together, and this is a gigantic army, honestly. This is going to be very hard to hold off, but as long as 1DT can slip in behind, there's a very realistic possibility of holding this. Unfortunately, for dM-fire, this team is going to be moving out towards the base without the High Templar, so they're just going to be able to get around on top of this. But again, it looks like daaki's not paying attention. He's going to allow his opponent to walk in here. His ally just walking straight in here, losing tons and tons of units. This is so brutal for him right now. Gonna be killing off all of these units, but this has been absolutely excellent from CuteSmall. It looks like they may actually be able to hold this and win this game. They've been able to kill off the Mutalisk, and they're just gonna be beelining it straight for the main. They really want to kill off their opponent, make it so that it's a 2 versus 1. And does XenOsky actually have anything to follow up? I'm not sure that he does. This lair is going to be going down right now, and that is going to be the end of our yellow player. Trying to hide a couple drones up here, but it's not going to happen. That is going to be GG for him. Really brutal stuff. So he's out of the game. It's just going to be our Protoss player. Luckily, Protoss does have a couple of Templars, but actually he leaves as well. Oh, never mind. He was eliminated and then left, but he's actually just going to be sitting over here. These High Templar are a little bit out of position. He needs to be really careful with them, because losing them out of position could be absolutely horrible. The Lynx are going to get on top. Can they get the full surround? Can they actually stop these units from getting in? Looks like they're not actually going to be able to. One snipe on one of the Templar. Good storm so far. He's going to be able to snipe off 2 of the Templar, and there's only 1 more Templar left with 1 storm, and this is going to have to be a massive storm if he wants to win this game right now. He's trying to pull back and just threaten for as much as possible while getting some free pot shots, but he's got to be careful. There's only 1 storm. This is the game-winning push right now. Very nice job from CuteSmall to send in smaller forces. Now they're going to be pushing in with the rest of the force, and this is going to be able to clean up the rest of these cannons. Maybe. There's actually quite a bit of damage coming out from all of these Dragoons and cannons. Maybe able to finally clean up all of these Marines. But he's lost all the cannons in the process. Oh my gosh. Are medics OP? I think so. Medics to Segi. So both of these cannons going to be going down before they even get up. And this is absolutely brutal. There's a couple more cannons here that are going to be able to stop this, but one of those High Templar are going down for free. Looks like we may have a couple more storms coming in pretty soon. If he can hold on long enough to get these storms, he might be in a good position, but he's going to lose his natural, and that's going to be his big economic downfall. Medics are now in position, going to be ready for those reinforcements that are coming in now for Salv. This Nexus is going to be going down very shortly, but even wasting one of the storms on just a couple of those Lings really not advisable. It's going to get a good second storm, but it's not enough to stem the tide of units flooding in. One more storm coming down. That one was really beautiful, did tons of damage, but one of those High Templar is going to be going down, and with more and more units flooding in, this is probably going to be the end for XenOsky. He's trying really, really hard to macro his heart out, but this Archon's going to be going down in just a second. Again, a little bit of miscommunication between Team CuteSmall. They're going to be pulling back for right now, waiting for some reinforcements. Behind this, Salv has been able to get his expansion up, so there's a pretty decisive lead in expansion in economy for Team CuteSmall over their Protoss opponent. It is that 1v2, and if you don't have the economy advantage, you definitely are going to lose. We're actually going to be seeing an armory coming down and a couple more factories, so we're definitely going to be seeing a switch into mech for Salv. He's going to be going into meter units to deal with this Protoss force, and I think that's a pretty smart idea, especially since all the storms are out. It's much harder to actually get anything done. So he's just going to be chilling out, continuing to make lots and lots of workers and start running up over here as well. And I think that's a very smart idea. Once you've cut off your opponent's economy, once you've slowed down their ability to make units, you just hang back, chill out, and start making your own economy. Make sure you get way ahead in the economy, way ahead in the tech, and then you can just do whatever you'd like. So very well done from Team CuteSmall to realize their advantage and just pull back for right now. Meanwhile, though, lots of upgrades coming in for our Protoss player. He really needs a couple more High Templar here for future attacks, and What's really going to be his trump card is he really needs to get some strong tech out. He needs to get lots of high Templar. He needs to get that big ground death ball full of Templar, full of late game reverse, and maybe even arbiters as well. That would allow him to hold off pretty well. But behind this, Team CuteSmall is powering really heavily on the economy, getting tons of tech out as well. They're going to be going very heavily into this mid game with a very strong economy, very strong tech. And actually, it looks like daaki may just be going straight into Mutalisk behind this. He needs to get that second gas if he is going for the Mutalisk. In any case, Mutalisks are the really good answer to this, honestly, because you're able to put some pressure out in the front, put some pressure out in the back. Beautiful storm coming out is going to kill off a lot of those Marines for free. Another really great storm. He's going to start pushing this back, and this is actually looking really great for XenOsky. He's been able to push out of his base and start pressuring back onto the map with a small gateway force. And this is actually really nice. One of these tanks getting out of position. Oh no! Bad rally is going to mean that tank is going down. It is super duper dead. This is actually looking very, very nice for XenOsky. He's going to be able to retake his natural and start probing out very, very heavily, but he's got to worry about the potential Mutalisk pressure that's going to be coming in. Wow, overcommitment to creep colonies for sure. This is pretty devastating for the economy of daaki. Just really wants to make sure that he doesn't die to this pressure, which I guess is smart since they don't have very much vision out on the map. But that's why you really need to make a couple lings, run them around, and just have a good idea of what your opponent's doing rather than overcommitting to all these sunkens. But actually, it looks like it might just be the lurkers coming out for daaki. He really hasn't built anything, and we've seen that he has an affinity for the Hydra lurker style, so that may just be what he prefers to do. Meanwhile, very good SimCity so far from all these units, and there's not anything that XenOsky's actually going to be able to do over here. A couple of Lings going to be trying for the run by. Are they going to be able to get in? They need to not focus down these cannons. This would have been much stronger if they just ran straight into the main. So fortunately, all those Lings die off for free, and that's a pretty big investment into Larva and also into economy at this point in time, because daaki still doesn't have two fully saturated bases. Right now, the push is going to be coming over here. No lurkers in this army so far, so it's going to be relying entirely on all of these seconds. Is this going to be enough to hold on time for his opponent or his ally to come over here? Beautiful storms coming down, going to rain right on top of all of those units. Going to be able to do tons and tons of damage. Is he going to be able to pick off these high Templar, or is he just going to pull all the way back? Looks like that is going to be the case. Right now, loses one of those high Templar, but another beautiful storm coming out. Is it going to be enough to actually get units over here? Only one more storm left for XenOsky, though, so he is running out of steam. This was very much an all-in. Here comes a very good storm, but the mech units now, they're going to be in fantastic spots. So many tanks here. Going to be able to start whittling all this away and killing it off. And with some reinforcements of Lings, it's going to be pretty easy to clean this up. Very nicely done from Team CuteSmall. But in the process, daaki did take, again, more and more economic damage. Beautiful stuff with the DTs over here. Going to be able to get some free damage in on these tanks. But eventually, the DTs will get cleaned up. Very nice from both teams so far. But Team CuteSmall has stabilized. Salv is getting out tons and tons of economy. He's going to be getting out tons of units pretty soon. He needs to go ahead and make that science facility so he can continue his upgrades, though. +1 is pretty good on mech, but +2 is way better. Amazingly better. And I would actually like for him to go ahead and take this corner base. He did beautiful stuff. I love this from Salv, going ahead and taking the island base down here in the corner. But looks like our pros opponent XenOsky is also taking the island base. So pretty fantastic spot for both these players, honestly. This is actually turning out to be a fantastic game. Beautiful job dragging all of those mines, but there's not really a lot left for XenOsky. Behind that pressure, he took that third base, didn't really build anything else, and although he's going to be able to get in a couple of really nice storms on top of all those units, I'm not sure it's going to be enough. This mech army is just too big, and with the slow siege push coming in, they're eventually going to be able to whittle down these forces. Again, I think a little bit of miscommunication from Team CuteSmall. daaki is setting back at his base, macroing up instead of helping out his opponent. It'd be really nice to have a couple of units out here at the front just to make sure that the tanks don't get overrun by zealots. In any case, there aren't really a lot of Zealots over here. It looks like Salv may be able to finish this game himself. Picks off both of the High Templar. Nothing else over here. And the tanks are just being able to siege down everything as they come in. Is it going to be enough to deal with the High Templar, though? He needs to be really careful of potential High Templar play, or sorry, Dark Templar play. But so far he's done a really good job, and these Spider Mines out in front, very excellent. It's going to be the last of the forces for XenOsky, and he quits immediately. Well played by Team CuteSmall, finally getting back into the series, 1 versus 2.